Good morning, YouTube. Hope y'all are doing good. It is another beautiful day here in Middle Georgia, and it is unbelievably hot. I think it's 102 yesterday, 100% humidity. Yeah, they're talking for cooler weathers later this week, like 97, 96, something like that. So, but we're also expecting thunderstorms. So, it is what it is. It's Georgia in the summer. So, a little while ago, I did a video on the tire machine, getting it up and running, and the balancer and everything. So, got them up and running. They're working great. Found one little issue I need to deal with, and let me show you. All right, so here's the tire balancer. Like I said, everything works on it. Does a great job. This frustrates me though. This is the tray for the weights, and you can see it's just because it's kind of outdoors. I don't know. You can see it's, it's protected from the weather, but it's not. So I end up with all this garbage blowing in, and to be honest, with the different rims there are, this isn't enough storage for the weights anyway, because there's all different types of weights that you got to have for aluminum or chrome or magnesium or steel. So I got to figure out something to do with that. Okay, so just like fasteners, nuts, screws, things like that, when you buy weights, they come in boxes. And so this is a Type P 1 ounce weight. There's 25 of them in here. It's not bad if you can keep these out of the weather. The problem is I either have to keep them on the tire balancer where they're going to get wet, or put them in a storage, the van body over here, and then I run into an issue of I've got to dig through all these boxes every time I need weights, trying to figure out where the right boxes are. So, looked online. There's a couple of racks that you can buy that, they're all color coded, and they're great. But most of them are, 5 foot tall, 4 foot wide, and they're anywhere from $400 to $1,000, depending on how nice a one you want to get. So I just can't justify that much money for holding these. So we've been thinking and looking and trying to figure out what to do. Hobo Freight came through for me. So not sponsored by Harbor Freight in any way, but I found something there that I think will get us through and will work out great. So let me show you what I got. All right, so Harbor Freight has this little 15 bin tabletop parts rack. Part number's 93198. 5 blue, 5 red, 5 yellow, this little metal stand. And it's like, man, that might work, but I really wish it had more bins. And then I got to looking at it, and I think if I got a couple of these, I could make them work, and they would fit a storage area that I could keep the weights out of the weather and solve some problems. So let me show you what we're doing. I'm excited. Okay, so in the box, as you take it apart, of course you got your bins, 5 red, 5 yellow, 5 blue, and these are like 3 inch by 5 inches, and I think 2 or 3 inches tall. Got some name plates that stick on the front, so you can write a name tag out, put it under it, and keep it from smearing and smudging. You've got the backer, and it's a flimsy piece of sheet metal, but it does the job. And then you've got the legs, and these bolt onto the side of it, with the hardware. Well, for what I'm doing, I don't need these. So we're gonna take this piece and I'm gonna mount it in a place where I've got some extra space that's not being used, and we'll be able to put our storage bins on this and keep the weights organized and out of the weather. This is the area, y'all. Excuse the mess, but that's the van body that I keep oils and miscellaneous parts and things in. And right here at the entrance, we had this open area. In the off season, my porta-cool goes in there and is stored out of the weather. So this allows us, to keep it out of the way during the winter, so I have more room. But I've got all this area right here. And if you look, by putting these bins up here, I still have plenty of room to shut the door and keep it out of the weather. The bins sit up here nice. And so I'm gonna look at ordering probably 3 or 4 of these, and we'll cover the entire area here with them. And all I'm doing is I'm putting a screw in, a sheet metal screw here and a couple across the top. Once I get it situated, I may run a stringer from up here all the way down to tie this corner in, because you can see it flops a little. And I'm sure with the weight of the tire weights on it, that's gonna probably push back some. So we'll need to put some support there. So we got one up, we're gonna put another one right there. I bought 2 of them this time, and these things are like 20 bucks. So let me get that other one mounted and we'll put the rest of the cups on. Okay, it's a start. So right now you can see I've got the weights in there, and I just took the tab off the box. Whoops, sorry about the hand. And stuck it back here. Because as you can see, I don't have all the different weights. And I want to make sure that I've got enough spaces for weights before I start labeling the boxes themselves. So it's a start. Like I said, for right now, this will work. I will probably put a shelf here and put some boxes up here, stopping about here, because I want that light switch. Yes, and I know it doesn't have a cover over it, but I want this light switch accessible. So I'll probably put a couple of boxes there, and then we'll probably add 1 or 2 more of these in down there. As you can see, like this one, for right now, I've got valve stems put in it. So that's probably what this area will be valve stems. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna help me out a lot. Okay, so, yes, I see you. Come on. She wants attention. So anyway, I don't do a ton of tires, but when I do, it's on a weekend or a holiday or something like that, or late at night, and I don't have time to wait for the store to open up where I can go get tire weights and things like that. That's why, you know, I'm trying to get an assortment of tire weights that will carry me through and get most jobs. I've got 4 or 5 boxes of stick-on weights for nicer rims that we can't apply tire weights to. And then I'll have, you know, a full set of steel rim, chrome, aluminum. I'll have weights for those. Those are the most common, so that's what we'll go with. But I want to be able to do what I need to do when I need to do it. And for me, the majority of these are assets that they're not going to go bad. So as long as I have somewhere to store them and keep them organized, if they sit there for 2 years before I go through all of them, that's fine. It's an investment in being able to have my time later, and so that's what I'm planning. And all I'm doing is, you know, I'm buying a box here and there of the weight size I need, putting them in, and moving down the road. So, hey, I hope y'all are having a good one. I know this isn't really anything interesting, but I try to keep y'all apprised of what's going on at the shop and what we're doing. So, hope you're having a good one. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.